we've all seen the ads. Companies telling you there are cheaper ways to get auto insurance, but buyers beware. In this week's Know the Law segment, Tom Sinas is here to talk about what you need to know about auto insurance step-downs and how they can impact your family.
Christian, this is an area that probably most people who are watching have never heard of. But I want to say real clearly, it is one of the most frightening and dangerous areas in insurance law in our state.
What is a step-down?
Great question. All right, a step-down is a form of insurance coverage that treats your family members worse than it treats a perfect stranger. What does that mean? All right, when you go to buy insurance, you buy liability insurance for a certain amount. Let's say you buy $250,000 of coverage. You think that that coverage is going to protect you and your family in the event something terrible happens. Let's say, for example, you cause an accident that injures your wife. You would think that your wife would be entitled to the very same amount of insurance coverage that you bought, $250,000. But if you have a step down, your wife's claim is reduced to $20,000. So the coverage that you bought automatically gets reduced to $20,000. And most people who have these step downs don't even know they have them because the insurance companies don't tell them, and they don't find out until something terrible has happened.
Let me get this straight. So they're giving more coverage to the person you hit in another car.
That's right.
Than they are people, your family members, riding in your car.
That's right. I use this hypothetical. Suppose I'm driving, my 6-year-old son is in the back seat, and his best friend is also in the back seat. If I cause an accident and I had a step down, the 6-year-old's, my son, has a claim for only $20,000, but his friend has a claim for the full amount of my coverage limits.
How is that legal?
It's shameful. It's shameful. It's legal because our courts have said it's okay for insurance companies to do this. The only way that we're going to be able to prevent this is if people put pressure on the Michigan Insurance Commissioner and say, please outlaw these clauses.
All right, who are the companies that are doing this? Let's out them. Let's put them on the TV.
I have no problem doing that. The most frequent users of step downs are Progressive, Geico, Farm Bureau, USAA, and Grange, and there are others. And I should say, I'm making that statement based on a review of standard Michigan policies of these companies, but I've seen them time and time and time again. So if you're insured by one of those companies, you want to check your policy, you want to talk to your agent, you don't want to be the victim of a step down.
I mean, if you call, will they even know what you're talking about?
Most agents don't even know what this issue is, but it's one of the most frightening anti-family things that insurance companies do. So please listen to this segment. If you have a question about step downs, I am happy to talk to you about it because I feel that this should not be allowed in our state. Unfortunately, our courts have allowed it, but our insurance commissioner, with the stroke of a pen, could outlaw these.
All right, so if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
They can call me in Grand Rapids, 616-301-3333. They can find me online at sinasdramis.com, or they can send us an email at info@sinasdramis.com.
All right, Tom, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Christian.